Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura B. Flosstube. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. This is Flosstube number 62. It is July 23rd, 2024, and right now I'm right around 7,700 subscribers, almost to 7,800. Crazy times in which I live. Oh my goodness. I am coming to you from the beautiful Columbia, Missouri, home of the Tigers, and today we are going to be talking about all of the cross stitch and the quilting that I've completed in the past 2 weeks. First up is cross stitch. Let's talk about that. My July goals included getting house number 3 of pumpkin laying started, and I have not done that, but I still have another week to go, so it could still happen. All I gotta do is get a couple stitches in and I can call it started, right? So hopefully that happens in the next week. If not, you know, it was a goal, and if it doesn't happen, whatever. The next thing I want to talk about is the cabinet of curiosities. I love this stitch so much, and I'm so excited to get this together. I'm hoping to get it done by Halloween this year so I can have it framed and display it in my home, but I haven't made any progress on it. I'll show you what I do have done and you can understand where I'm at. So here's a picture of the finished cabinet of curiosities, and this is what I have. Now this actually took quite a bit of time, but I am super excited with what I do have completed, and I am going to make it an August goal to have the first 10 of 31 boxes filled in. So hopefully I will get those done, and I may even start on that goal a little bit in July. We'll see if I can switch gears, because let me show you what I have been working on. I honestly feel like I'm a little bit obsessed with this stitch. I am so happy with the progress that I've made so far. This is Signpost Stitcher by Colorado Cross Stitcher, and it is so fun. When I first looked at this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is such a big stitch. It's gonna take forever, but you know what? It really hasn't. I am so happy. I have like 2 trees in a house to fill in up here, and then I am finished with this stitch. So if I switch gears, it's because I've put this down and I'm working on something else, or because I've finished it. So I'm really kind of tempted just to try to finish this out this month, because like I said, I don't have that much to go. In fact, let me show you the pattern so you can see what I'm missing. So as you can tell, the only thing I'm missing is right up here in the corner, and there's 2 trees in the house. Now that house is a full coverage stitch, but it's not that big of a space. So I really think that I could probably get all of this done in the month, which would be amazing, because I just started it, I feel like yesterday. I mean, it's been a while, but I didn't start it that long ago. And like I said, it's been going quite quickly. And I've really enjoyed it. It's super fun. The chart is easy to read, and I just am having so much fun with it. So that's where I've spent the majority of my cross-stitching time. That's why I don't have progress on anything else, because I just cannot seem to put that one down. I am so excited with the progress on that stitch. I cannot wait to see it finished. All right, so let's talk August a little bit, because my next floss tube won't be until like almost a week into August. So in August, I do want to try to finish the 3rd house of Pumpkin Lane, which you might just remember that I mentioned I haven't even started it. So I'm hoping to finish that. If the Signpost Stitcher isn't finished, then I want to finish that up too. And then I also want to do the first 10 days of the Cabinet of Curiosities. And I have 2 new starts that I want to get done in August. Those are both starts. So that just means I need a few stitches done. It doesn't mean I have to have the whole thing done, but I do want to try to get the 2016 Prairie Schooler Santa. Here's a picture of that. I want to get that one at least started in August. And then I also want to work on the Lori Holt Stitch Cards Set U. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to be honest and tell you that I haven't purchased the past couple of sets of her stitch cards. I had all of them for quite a while, and then there were a few sets that I was like, I don't really like those. And I have so many pillows at this point that I'm just like, I don't need any more little cross stitch pillows. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I am a sucker for stars, so I had to get the star set. These are so cute, you guys. If you haven't seen these or you haven't gotten them in your stash, then please make sure you check them out. They are super cute. And in case you're interested, my favorite out of the 4 is this top one right here. Okay, that's my cross stitch update. We're gonna move on to quilting, because I have a lot of quilting fun to share. I went quilting at my brother's. Yay! I have the pile of quilt tops that I've had in my closet for months. I'm caught up. I can't believe it. I am totally caught up. So I stitched the Lori Holt How to Build a Scarecrow. I stitched the Lori Holt Mercantile Sampler, which I'll mention again in just a moment. I stitched the projector project that I did with the Christmas tree that we did. That is a sew along on the channel, so it's stitched. And then I had 5 other quilts that I got stitched, including the Dutch chocolate that I did as a sew along for my stepdaughter. I've gifted that. Here's a picture of her with her quilt. She was super excited. I actually ended up making a couple shams to match the quilt as well. I don't have pictures of those, but eventually when she gets it on a bed, then I'll have a picture of it. My aunt, well, my husband's aunt, she's my aunt too because of marriage, but anyway, she finally got her Oberlin Star quilt, and she has sent me a picture of it on the bed with the shams, and this looks so amazing. I'm so excited that she finally got this quilt for me and that she's able to use it. This is in our guest room, so this turned out so nice. I honestly have to say that I questioned just the plain gray and white, but it looks so stunning on the bed. And then behind me right here, I have a pile of smaller quilts. I'm going to back you up and I'm going to do some quilt reveals. All right, so this first one is a signature quilt. I did this with the Guild. There are 9 blocks, so it's a square quilt. So here's this one. Go a little closer so you can see some of the quilting. Did this one at my brother's, and the backing fabric on this is amazing. It's one of the Lori Holt wide backs. So super fun. This one I quilted. I did not make the quilt top. I donate quilts to the Angel Wings Clothing Closet for their Easter basket program, and I have some people that will donate quilt tops from time to time, and that's one of these. And then I also have 2 quilts to show you that you saw in videos when I made the tops. This is the vintage tea towel quilt. See if we got it upside down. Yep, there we go. So here is the tea towel quilt, finished and quilted. And I also quilted up the pillowcase quilt. Now I added some quilting in on there to mimic the embroidery for each of the lines. So this one is ready, and this is also an Angel Wings Easter basket donation quilt. So those 4 plus the mercantile, let me insert a picture of that. This is the mercantile sampler in my living room. I do have a couple of videos coming out later this week about this quilt, just because you guys asked me to talk about how to insert rickrack in your binding when you're finishing your quilts. So I recorded a couple of videos on that, and then also on doing the binding and the sleeve. So look forward to those on Thursday this week, and you'll just find them on my channel. They'll appear, and if you have signed up for notifications, then you'll be alerted. So that's what I've gotten done with quilting. I'm also, let me insert another picture here. I'm also working on the Moda Blockheads 5 quilt top. This is going to be a king size quilt top for my bed. I'm super excited about this. I still have to get the borders put on it. There's like 4 borders that I'm putting on this quilt top. So it's going to be very large by the time I get it done. It's going to be a king size quilt. So when I finish that up, I will be able to get it quilted and get it on my bed. I did record a video on this too. Another request from a viewer was that I recorded how to manage all the fabric when you are working with a large quilt top. How do you manage all of that fabric going through your machine and how to get all those rows attached. So I did a video on that, and that will be releasing in August sometime. So be watching for that as well. So that is actually all of the quilt tops that I had started and was working on. So I have new projects coming. Hopefully you saw the announcement in the community tab. We will be starting a Lori Holt Be Happy sew along on August 1st. So I'm looking forward to that. I have a video that I plan to record this week and get it out there for you guys on just the supplies that you're going to need and fabric requirements and things like that. But in the meantime, just make sure that you download the cutting guide from the Riley Blake website, and also check out her blog posts. I will have a kind of a schedule of events and all of her blog post links and things like that coming up. I did change the order of the sew along just a little bit, but not too much. And in fact, I'm sure I have already, but here is the schedule of the Be Happy sew along. And so that will be starting, like I said, August 1st. So that's one quilt I'll be working on. That's one quilt I'll be working on coming up. Another one is the Let's Make a Snowman quilt along that Lori Holt is hosting on her blog. So that one's starting in August. I think it's towards the end of August that one's starting. So I'll also be joining in on that one. So I'll have 2 applique quilts going at the one time, but that's okay. It's manageable. So I'll get both of those going, and then I also have a purple quilt that I'm going to be working on for a friend. So I'm not sure what pattern yet that I'm doing, or what, I don't have the fabrics or anything, but I plan to get that started in August as well. Yeah, so upcoming videos. I mentioned the Mercantile Sampler. Be watching for that on Thursday. That'll be July 25th, 2024. That will be going over just adding some rickrack into your binding, and then just getting your binding and sleeve on a quilt to finish it up for hanging or for display, or however you want to do it. And then also, like I mentioned, the Lori Holt video with supplies and a schedule will be coming out soon. And then also I have another surprise vintage series. I'm going to be working with that pink quilt that you may have seen in the What to Do with This Stuff video that's been going crazy here lately on views. There was a pink quilt in that video series. I will be making some projects out of that quilt, and just kind of like doing a little mini vintage series on repurposing a vintage quilt. So that's pretty much what's going on in my world. I'm kind of like between semesters right now with classes, so I have a little extra time. I'm trying to get some things lined out and get ahead a little bit with my sewing, so I can get some videos recorded and scheduled for you guys. So that's been super fun. It's been keeping me busy. In addition to that, my husband and I have been going to a lot of fun events. We love live music and we love plays, so we've been doing a lot of that lately. We also had a food competition at our house last weekend, and in fact our stepdaughter won, my stepdaughter, his daughter, won the food competition. It was our wing off, and she made some amazing lemon parmesan wings that were just over the top great. So happy that she got to win that food competition. She was super excited about the trophy, so that was fun for us to enjoy with her. So, with all that being said, that's really all I have for you this time on the Flosstube. So until next time, I hope you're finding time to carve out for crafting and creating. Find joy in all of you do. And of course, happy stitching.